Be careful what you wish for. Again, everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I wanted to follow up from last week's video on the visa extension and talk about the visa extension fee, or an item you'll see is a express lane fee. You'll get a separate receipt when you go in, and it'll state on there express lane fee. And this has been a topic of a lot of debate over the years. It goes back quite a while ago. And basically what it is that they set this up in order to have a fund to pay overtime and contract workers to do extra work at the Bureau of Immigration. Okay, so, boy, you'll hear all kinds of stories about this. People calling it corruption and just all kinds of crazy stuff. But it's really not. But here's what happened. When this administration that's currently here about 6 years ago came in, they set up a hotline, and this was a hotline for all kinds of problems with the government and different agencies and just a little bit of everything. And one of the things they got a lot of complaints about was the express lane fee. And, of course, expats, they call it, all kinds of stuff, corruption and, ripping off foreigners and a lot of crazy stuff like that. So, well, they took a real look at it. When they did this, they stopped the express lane fee, okay? And like I said, it should be called the expedite fee, or something to that effect. Calling it an express lane gives you the impression that there's two different counters, one express, one not. It shouldn't have been called that. It causes a lot of confusion. But anyway, what they did is they stopped it. Well, by doing that, you no longer would get your visa extension the same day. They would tell you then to come back in 3 to 5 days. And that's not a big problem if you live near an immigration office. A little inconvenient to have to go back, but if you live nearby, that's not a big deal. Now, like for me, we don't even have an immigration office in my province, so I had to, an hour bus ride, or I used the express van down to Manila, or maybe go up to Angeles City. Well, then I'd have to go back in 3 to 5 days. So that's not real convenient for me. It's not terrible. But there are a lot of people that have to go much further than that, okay? They may have to take a 4 or 5 hour bus ride. And so that really doesn't work out. And I know somebody, haven't seen him in a long time, he used to do YouTube, and he had to go, he would get up early in the morning to get to the ferry. He had to ride a bus to get to the ferry boat, get the very first ferry boat across to another island, catch a bus from there to get to the city where the immigration office was. And even if they could get it done quickly, he still couldn't get back in time to get to the last ferry boat that left at night. So he'd have to stay on that island that night. And then now he's going to either stay there for 3 to 5 days to get his, his passport and his extension done, or he's got to go through this all over again the next day and then come back. And what a mess. Well, now you can see the complaint line started getting a lot more complaints. Of course, I'm sure the government officials that were listening to all of this were like, how do you please the foreigners? They get mad because we have an express lane, and they complain. Then we stop it, and we get even more complaints about not having an express lane. So, you can look at their side of it. So that's where my little be careful what you wish for comes in, okay? It's not that bad a deal. Yeah, it is a little bit of money. It's not that much. but there is some convenience of getting your visa extension done the same day. Now, when they did bring it back, and it was about 9 months later before they did, they started offering both, express lane or non-express lane. So those people that wanted to come back in 3 to 5 days and save 1,000 pesos, okay, they had that. Not every office did it. It was optional, depending on the office. They could choose whether to do it or not. Now, I'm not sure if during the pandemic, I don't believe they did that because they want less office visits, okay, less connecting with people. So I believe they did away with that. If that is different, please leave a comment, how your office is dealing with it. Especially now with all the new people coming in, there'll be a lot more people. I don't know if they're going to go back to that or not. So anyway, that's something you're going to see. You'll probably read about it in Facebook groups, online groups, forums, and maybe some other videos. You'll hear people complaining about it and this and that. Well, take it easy on it and realize that it's not that bad a deal for everybody. Okay, so there's the story on the express lane fee, and so you won't be surprised by it. You won't be wondering why. You won't have to be hopefully getting upset over it. You can understand that it's not that bad a thing. Okay, it is a little bit more money, but you do get things back fast. And don't listen to all the people you're going to hear. It'll get started again. I'm sure it will. It did before. It gets into a big frenzy, people talking about it and all the bad things about it. Hopefully they will come back and give the option again, but that's not for sure. Maybe it already has. So like I said, leave comments that can help people that's seeing this, and they'll know maybe it might be where they're going to live. You never know where it may help out people. All right, so that's it for this week, and I'll see you again soon with something new. Bye, everyone.